Jim from West Chase has questions about deed restrictions.
He's messing with lightning. He's wrestling with the HOA over an easement problem.
Oh.
Jim writes, they denied my plan because of an aerial easement that's 5 feet at 20 feet. So it's a 5-foot easement at 20 feet up.
Right.
Right. The highest point in question is 18 feet, 1 inch and a quarter. Shouldn't they be looking at the elevations to see that I am under the 20-foot height and won't obstruct the 5-foot easement? By putting a foundation, walls, and roof under the aerial easement, am I just violating the deed restriction from the get-go? Tom, what say you?
Well, an aerial easement is for overhangs on a building. They can't go past a certain point at a certain height.
Right.
Has nothing to do with the foundation and everything.
Right.
So,
well, that's his point.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm not there with the plans. I'm not looking at it. Where are they coming up? You say it's 18 and a half. They say you have 20 feet. And then you have your easement issues. So I'm not sure where it's all going.
So where would you go? What would you do? Okay, you've got a problem with the HOA. They say no. You say yes. What's your alternative at this point?
You have to do what they do, what they say.
Get out.
They are strong.
Okay.
And when you get a homeowners association saying, this is what we're going to do, they have a whole bunch of lawyers that they're on retainment and you can't fight them. It's been a controversy through the state of Texas for years. And the city's not going to get involved. The county's not going to get involved. Whatever the HOA says overrules everything, even in the city of Houston.
So he's going to have to go and get some whole different design because somebody.
Well, and you know what it usually
and
is?
it sounds like it's over about an inch and inch and 3/4 difference here.
Yeah, I don't know, but or have the plans redrawn, or sometimes it's just ignorance. People can't read plans, so they just make an assumption that they can't do it, and that's the way it's going to be. I don't know, but you're dealing with HOA people who are not, construction experts and plan reading experts and this and that. Maybe you can get a letter from an engineer. I just don't think it's going to work. If they say no, it's no.
So when you redo your plan, you may want to bring a 3D rendering.
Maybe.
Make it easier for them to comprehend.
But usually it just needs to be labeled very clearly on your plans. When you go to get a city permit and things aren't real clear, you have to go and they'll circle everything and say, it's got to be on that piece of paper. You just can't say, well, just measure it and you'll see what I'm getting at. Right?
Oh, so right.
It is.
Well, I will tell you this about that. When it comes to getting city permits, especially when we built this place, we wrestled with those bears quite a bit. And I've wound up hiring a what do you call them? Not a facilitator, but somebody who went and got the permits pushed through.
No rational person will go get his own permit. You get the pros.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, I can do that.
There's some things you leave to professionals, and that's what I'm wondering about this. Does he want to get somebody like that who can go in and talk to the HOA next time he goes back in? Because this plan he has right now is dead as a doornail. It's done. Forget it.
Yeah.
Got to go back with something different.
I think you're probably going to have to change it. I don't see how an HOA is going to listen to anybody but themselves. I don't know who they are, but I don't think it's worth fighting. I think it's easier to change it now. It's still on a piece of paper.
Be a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, not in this case.
Be a builder, not a fighter, maybe. Okay. Why don't you be a questioner and we'll be the answerer? Go ahead and send us your questions at HomeShowRadio.com. Use the Ask Tom form. Send it to us. We'll answer it just like this one, or better. You'll see examples of that in these videos posted over here. Subscribe to our channel, please.